Thank you so much, Sahil and Letitia, and all our viewers that are joining from all across the world. And as you guys mentioned, we do have a special guest, someone that's really hard to get, Khaled Muhiuddin, who is the CEO of Takaana Digital. It's one of the most viewed online platforms for the Bengali-speaking public in Bangladesh, India, and elsewhere. Khaled, thank you so much. I know you were running around earlier on in the day. What did you see? What is your expectation? What are you expecting?
I was you are right, and thank you so much for introducing me as like the top Bangladeshi channels, which is not. I mean, top Bangladeshi channels is not, but we are doing good. I mean, we have our own things. Yes, I was there starting from 7:30 a.m. this morning. The boat is supposed to start at 7:30.
Yes,
I was right at this moment, like on the Gulshan Model College, where the chief advisor and the party chief of BNP, who is supposed to come and vote, and there are so many people there. I mean, even before the line has started, and all of them were in very festive mood. I mean, it's like, yes, Reuters and other news channel is referring it as like Eid or almost Eid, and really that's so there.
But there was a festival atmosphere.
Yeah, there was a festival atmosphere, and I actually went to Mr. Jamaat's chief, Mr. Shafiqur Rahman's center as well, right after there. And equally, there's the presence was very vibrant, colorful, enthusiastic. So it was a good experience.
Is it an equal contest, you think?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, equal is like a difficult word to adhere, but there is a contest, of course. There is a contest. It's not something like that BNP or Jamaat-e-Islami could think that they are having a landslide or something. It's not happening. There's like contest there, at least the feeling of contest. The results could be like any party or any alliance could win like with 2/3 of the majority, even more, but there's a feeling of contest, of course.
It's been 17 months since the July uprising, revolution, some people call it. What have you seen? Have the interim setup has been in place, Awami League not able to contest, a new student political movement, then a political party alliance with Jamaat-e-Islami, return of Tariq Rahman. So much has happened.
So much is happening, but the one thing is for sure, this nation was waiting for an election, because there was no election or some quoted election were there for the last 15, 17 years or so. So there are no elections. This time it's happening elections, though Awami League is not there. I mean, if Awami League were there, there would be more contest or more color could be there. But still, it's an election where we do not know who will win. For last 3 elections, we actually knew like who is winning, because in one election there was no participation from the main opposition party. In one election there was like a vote happens. People says it's earlier. in one election there was like dummy election, which means I and a dummy election. So
you've had 1 million views since you started broadcasting today, right?
Yeah, I mean, in Facebook, I did actually 8 different Facebook Live from 6 different centers, and one from the election commission. I was there just to see the ambience and what's happening over there, and I actually interviewed one police officer who was patrolling there, the one joint commissioner. He came to me and said some few good words about me, and then I said, "Would you come in front of camera and say something to my viewers as well?" And he was like, I mean, he didn't take the second invitation. He was right there. And these also actually surprised me, because all the presiding officers and all the police officers over there, they are not shy in front of camera. They are, everywhere I went, they actually there for, to talk what's happening, what's there. So it's like a decent experience so far.
And I know you don't give many interviews.
Not a single one. Not many.
I know you will go live as well at 8 p.m. So we
because,
appreciate it.
because I know how to. I mean, to it's an humble pie. I know how to ask questions, but I'm not very good in answering.
Well, the people seem to love your answers.
Because
and I know your phone is ringing as well. I know your phone is ringing as well.
I know because I will go live for 12 hours, 12 consecutive hours this night from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I will be analyzing the election results and trends. So it will be a
so what have the trends told you so far?
No, I mean after I got the counting, because I have a research team there. I actually made a what should I say, a result kind of tabulation sheet kind of thing. So with those tabulation sheet, I could see if a particular the trend, when the result started to come, then I could see the trend. If I could see the one sure seat from BNP is going to Jamaat-e-Islami alliance, which is not Jamaat stronghold as I know, or the vice versa. If a Jamaat stronghold goes to BNP, then I could tell my viewers these things are happening over there.
So what is happening?
No, I don't know. I mean,
but you will.
Counting is not started.
Yeah, after 4:30 p.m.
After 4:30, the counting
soon.
Will start. Yeah, counting will start. No, you will get the first cut or the first train in like 7:30 or 8 or more or less 4 hours from now on.
So, what is the constituency to watch out for, or what are the constituencies to watch out for?
No, I mean there is no. Nothing in particular, but you can look into the seats in Dhaka. Dhaka is a bigger, 18 or 19 in total seats. So Dhaka trends will lead the trends in Bangladesh as well, as I understand, because the Dhakaites people who are more or less the opinion leaders for the village or rural area. So the Dhaka trend will say, or could say, what's happening over it.
Big gap with the Awami League not being part of this.
Yeah.
Right? And this is idea that their votes might go towards the BNP. Before the election, a lot of people were talking about that. What was your sense?
In general, the Awami League big guys are not telling anything about this election, other than they want to boycott this election. They actually coined a slogan kind of this no vote, no vote kind of thing. So Awami League supporters will vote according to their understandings or their judgment.
What is that?
I don't know, because there is no direction from the party agents. So they will decide whether to vote or not to vote.
What was your sense? You've spoken to so many people, Khan.
No, not a single Awami League one who is like telling me that I'm Awami League supporter, still I'm coming to vote. Most of the Awami League people, what I sense, they actually restrain themselves from voting.
So they're not voting.
Who actually declare themselves as Awami League openly, they are not participating in this.
So what does that affect the BNP then? Or their chances?
No, I don't think so, because it actually depends on the constituency. On a specific or a particular constituency. If a candidate, but both the parties or the alliances candidates actually looking for Awami League's vote or Awami League's vote, they speak these and that, and they also give them hope if they come into the power, or if they could come into the power, they would not bring any harm to any Awami Leaguers. There will be no new cases. There will be no negative things. Nothing will happen to them. But Awami Leaguers, if you think it is a party decision or nothing, there is no decision as per I know, and the party is not in a situation where they can actually control or they can actually tell their supporters to do something. But the upper middle mid level of Awami League leaders, they actually they were campaigning in their way to not to vote. So I don't know whether Awami League supporters will listen to their leaders, or they will choose from their constituency, uh, if they think the Jamaat guy will give them some sort of sanctuary, or the BNP guy. BNP guy. For your viewers, I'm telling
Your
you,
viewers,
I'm telling guys, because there are very few women participation in this election. I
But
mean,
the-
as there
Okay.
is, yeah, as there, because Jamaat has no women candidates, BNP has only 10, NCP has few, like I cannot remember how much they had, but there are few.
You were just saying that some of the Awami League guys might go for Jamaat as an option.
Not guys, not supporter. I mean, Awami League supporter, Awami League voters.
How does
who
that
actually
work?
voted. I don't know, but in some constituency, Jamaat and BNP alliance both are promising something big for the Awami League supporters. Who will not do any harm. You are our brothers, and you give us your vote. Then we'll think about you. You are not doing anything wrong. You are not doing anything wrong. Who did wrong? They are actually out of the country already. So you are our person. Both the parties actually promising so many things. I mean, in so many places. So
You wouldn't even consider Jamaat to be a contender, right? But now they've emerged as
yeah, the scenario has changed after the July uprising in 2024. Jamaat and BNP were Jamaat was the like 2IC for BNP for such a long time. I mean, they were the second in command. I mean, they were very happy to be the second in command. But after July uprising and after Awami League, no Awami League in the scenario, Jamaat became the main opponent of BNP.
Right.
That's a fascinating scenario for Bangladesh. Yeah.
Lovely.
finally.
Yeah.
I know we are very short
Yeah,
on time,
yeah,
and you have to
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
and then start your life.
Yeah, and yeah.
So what's up? What's next for the future? You've got these students. You've got this NCP
Yeah.
that came about, first
Right.
student political
Yeah.
movement. Where's the hope? Bangladesh, India's there, surrounding Bangladesh from all sides. Pakistan has made an entry.
Yeah,
Pakistani journalists
Yeah.
coming around.
yeah.
China's there. So there's so much going on. The Americans, Muhammad Yunus coming in, Americans giving a nice trade. You're living in New York,
Yeah,
because the Americans giving a nice free trade agreement and
yeah.
cotton and all of these things. What's happening? Finally.
I mean, we had been going through a serious mass. I mean, mass murder. I would rather tell it or name it in Awami League government's time, especially in the last 2 months of their reign, in July and August.
Wow.
There's there is sufferings everywhere, because there are in 2 months of time there are 2,000 odd people who have been killed. I mean, I don't know because I don't know the right number. There are so many people who are actually wounded. So there is a sense of sufferings here, and in the past 14 years there are no such things like democracy, because the election was manipulated in many
Right.
ways. But in the other hand, as there are a government who was living there for 15 years, there are so many places where the development process is place. So
Yeah.
whenever in the developing countries, when that scale of development is happening, there are so many jobs or so many other economic and financial activities are also came
Right.
into the thing. So the new government's challenge would be how would they create new
Interesting.
jobs,
And that's
and
something that
how
we've been
would they
discussing.
do it? I mean, with
Yeah.
the help of China, with the help of USA, with some more relationship with India. What would be their cards? That would be the thing. I mean,
Correct.
yes, there are some global politics kind of thing involved, but at the end of the day, for Bangladesh or Bangladeshi youth, the most wanted thing is a job or some standard living,
Oh, yes.
some earning, where some business where they can employ themselves and earn some money for the family. So
Yeah.
for the government,
Yeah.
it would be not for the new government. It would never be easy. It will be easy. I mean, there will never be a honeymoon period for them. So yes, it's a
Yeah.
time, but for new governments, it will be a trying time as well.
Khaled Muhiuddin, thank you so much.